So right now I have put a couple of PDFs of sheet music, PDF files that I want to panel. What the folder is D sheet music. Now you got to remember that. So I'm going to put each of these PDFs in its separate folder, so that I can manage it better. Okay, I create a folder and I drag and drop the PDF file into the folder. So inside this folder it has a PDF file. I'm going to create a new folder here for the other one, Nicodemus two-step, and in this folder I have the PDF file. So if I open the PDF file in Foxit, this is my PDF reader, I can see the PDF file here, and I can zoom in and out with Control X, and I can also fine-tune the zoom in and out like this. And this is important because you want to make sure that you zoom in exactly as you want. So next I'm going to create under each of these directory, under each of these folder, I'm going to create a folder that's called panels, which will store the panel files, new panel. Panels. So now I have the structure that's a folder that contains a PDF, and there's a subfolder that says panels. It's empty right now, and this is where I'm going to put the music, put the panel files in. So I'm going to go to my Screenshot Captor. So Screenshot Captor is a program that Screenshot Captor is the program I installed. It's a very powerful and free screenshot program. Now it's once you install it, it sits in the system tray. So you're going to first you want to set up some settings. Now go to Preferences, right click and go to Preferences, and one thing you want to do is hotkey. So in hotkey you want to go to here that says Capture Fixed Size Region, and you want to assign a hotkey for it, a keyboard shortcut. In this case, you see I decided to use F9, function 9. So every time I click F9 key, it's going to make a capture of a fixed size region. Now, how big is the fixed size region? This is when you go to Advanced Tweaking menu and My Favorites, and this here you can set the fixed size capture size. So every time you hit F9, the fixed screen is going to be this size. So I'm setting it to 1400 by 750. That means every time I click it, it's just large enough to capture almost all, maybe 80% of my screen. Because I want, you want to make it as large as you can, because this way the quality of the image is better. So these are the two things. There are some other things, like you want to have compression level. So under Advanced, go to Image Format and you select compression level to minimum, because that will increase the quality of the capture. It's very important to have good quality capture to work with. So click Accept, and so this thing, Screen Captor right here in the system tray, right click, and it has a main window. Usually it's hiding. So if you go to here, you can click on here and the main window shows up. Okay. And in here it says Screen Captor is the name. And on the left hand side, this is the left hand side, you have basically a file file explorer, and you want to do everything here in the file explorer where you're going to put the files. So I'm going to travel to directory D. Where did I put it? D and sheet music. Okay, so I'm here in sheet music, and you can see the two directories, two folders I created are here. Okay, the two folders I just created. Now I'm gonna start with the first one is Nicodemus two-step. So I traverse, double click and go in here. You can see here's the PDF, and here is the panel folder. I'm going to double click the panel folder. So right now my current folder is on top here, D, sheet music, Nicodemus, two-step, and panels. This means every single capture is going to be saved right here. Okay. So now I'm going to minimize this main window. Okay. Once you click it off, it's going to minimize to the tray here. So next we're going to start snapping pictures. So I already opened this and this. So I'm going to try to see if I can shrink it a little bit, and if I hit F9 right now, okay. So if I hit F9 right now, I don't know if you can see, but there's a slight dotted line that shows you where I'm going to clip. And you can see it's going to clip 3 steps. So I probably want to zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to hit escape and get out of the capture mode, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit and make some adjustments. Let's see. Let's say 250. Zoom to 250, probably 220. Okay, so if I zoom to 220, and I'm gonna hit F9 again, and you can see I get about two steps. Okay, but I probably can zoom in a little more. So I'm going to try and zoom in just a little more. This program I'm using right now, 230. Okay, so this is Foxit Reader. Foxit Reader is a free PDF reader. So now I'm going to check it out here and hit F9 again and look at the area, and it looks good. It looks basically what you want to do is make the sheet music make the notation as big as possible without going over the line. Okay, so this looks good. Escape. I'm going to start capturing. Okay, so once again, the setup right now is, let me go to the system tray on the bottom right and go to restore main window, and make sure that you are in the right folder. In this case, it's sheet music, Nicodemus, two steps, panels. So all the snapshots going to be under here. Okay, so I'm going to shrink it again. Now let's start capturing. Hit F9. Okay, and you can see I'm going to try to center it. Okay, I'm going to try to center it and click, and you're going to hear a shutter sound. That means it's done. And I'm going to scroll down to the next panel and hit F9, click, and scroll to the next panel. Well, hit F9. I should try to center them though. Click, go to the next one, hit F9, center it, click, and go to the next panel, center, and click. Oh, that one was not good. So that one was not good. So I'm going to go, I want to delete the last one. So I'm going to go down here and go back to the main window. And here you can see the panels I already snapshotted. And this one I made a mistake on the bottom. I'm missing some notes, so I'm going to delete it. And you can delete it anywhere any way you like. It's just like a file explorer. So I'm going to right click and delete this file. Okay. So I'm gonna re-snap it again. Okay. So it's for first page, second page. So next we're going to be on the third page. Okay, so go to Foxit here, hit F9 again. Okay, and I hope you can see the little red dots. Okay, the red dots tells me where the snap's gonna be. So this time I'm going to make sure I snap in the center and include all the notes. Okay, and then the last panel here, I hit F9, center, make sure I get all the notes, and click. Okay, that's done. So now I'm going to go back to the main window, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels. The first thing that you want to do is from the first panel to the last panel, you want to rename them. Okay, so rename them, you can just right click rename, or P1, panel 1, or you can use hot like a keyboard. I use keyboard because it's faster. So down arrow F2 and P2. Down arrow to the next panel, hit F2 to rename, and type rename to P3. Okay, so P4, P5. No, this was still P4. Okay. P5. Make sure you get the right file. Okay. F2, P6. Okay. So now I have page 1, panel 1, panel 2, panel 3, panel 4, panel 5, panel 6. So for each of them, I'm going to do some editing. I'm going to try to crop out the stuff I don't want. Okay. I don't know if I have anything I don't want. Maybe a little bit. Okay. So anyway, and I'm going to sharpen it. So the tools here, you can save the image. Changes now, that's Control S. So I'm going to use Control S. And down here you have some tools. And the tool I'm going to use is here, that says on the bottom, that says Auto Sharpen. And if you click on Auto Sharpen, I usually find that it does a pretty good job of sharpening it. So I'm satisfied with it, so I'm going to go save this file here. Now you're saying, like, why are you doing the page 6 first? You want to do page 6, you want to do it basically in reverse order. Because you can try to do it from page 1 to page 6, and you'll see why it's a better idea to do it in a reverse order. So from panel 6, next I'm going to panel 5. The same thing, click on Auto Sharpen, and then save. Now instead of doing this save, I can just hit Control S. That's faster. So next page, panel 4, click Sharpen, and click Control S to save it. F3, click Sharpen, and Control S to save it. And P2, click Sharpen, and Control 2 to save it. P1, click Sharpen, Control S to save it. Okay, so all the 6 of them are sharpened and saved, and they're all edited. So they're all done. Now let's go to the place and see the panel file in the folder. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how quick it is to make these panels. Okay, so let's do another one. This one is called If Money Talks, It Ain't Not Speaking Term to Me. So let's do another one. There's a PDF file here. I'm going to open the PDF file. Okay. So this is the PDF file. It's pretty blurry, unfortunately. And so let's go back to Screen Captor again. And right now, I am in this folder, okay, D sheet music. So I'm going to traverse the folders, and you can see on top I'm at D sheet music, and I'm going to, you can see the directory here is if money talks, it ain't on speaking terms to me, the same directory. So you're going to traverse here and go to the panel folder. So now it's empty, okay, and all the subsequent snapshots are going to be put in here. D sheet music, on top you can see the folder D sheet music if money talks panels. Okay, so let's do the same thing, and F9, okay, click. Oh, this is kind of distracting, so I'm just going to minimize the window, the main window. Next, I'm going to go here and next page, center, and then the next page, center, click, and the next page, center, click. And the next page, center, click. And the next page, center, click. That's how fast it is. Go into, now let's bring up the main window again, okay. So right now you can see all these files are in the main window. And if you go to the File Explorer, you're gonna see these files are all here, already done. And so the rest, but sometimes you want to do some processing. For example, in here, well, first of all, let's rename the pages from the first to the last, okay. F2 P1, okay, down arrow F2 P2, down arrow F2 P3, down arrow F2, wait, this is the wrong one, down arrow to the next panel, hit F2 to rename something, and P4, rename it to P4, type P4, down arrow to the next panel, and hit key, F2 key to rename, and type P5, okay, and down arrow to the last panel, hit F2 to rename, and P6. Okay, 6 files. And from the last panel to the first panel, I'm going to process each of them. So so right now, after I rename them, you can go to the folder and you can see the panel folder now has all these renamed. Okay, so you want to do all these renaming in Screen Captor, not in a file folder, because the program gets really confused. So hit this on the bottom to auto sharpen it. It looks a little better. Hit Control S to save it, so it's going to be saved in place. Click panel 5. Okay, so panel 5, you have a problem. We have a little bit of stuff in the bottom. Okay, I want to get rid of that. So what I do is I'm going to use the cursor here to select the area I want to keep. Now, to make sure, so the whole point of making these panels is to make sure that they all have the same width. So when you select an area, you want to make sure that the widths are completely selected width-wise. So so I'm gonna drag, okay, I'm gonna drag the cursor and select right here. Okay, select the area and you see the dotted line here, and I just barely crop over the bottom. So you can see the bottom, the bottom part that I don't want is barely outside the dotted line. And this is when I do crop. Now you can crop from here, edit, crop to selection. If you do crop to selection, okay, oop, see the bottom's gone, okay. But make sure you select all the widths though. So now I can do Control S to save it. Oh wait, I should sharpen it. So click on Auto Sharpen and save it again. Control S. Okay. So here, Control Sharpen. Click Sharpen. Click Control S to save the changes. Panels 3. Click Sharpen. And hit Control S to change it. And panel 2. Click Sharpen. And I want to get rid of the things on the top and the bottom too. Now remember to use your cursor to drag and drop the area you want to keep, but make sure you're going all the way from left to right, so all the panels are going to have exactly the same width. So here I'm going to drag this. Actually, I'm going to drag it again because I want to get rid of the numbers on the bottom too, the writing on the bottom. Okay, here. Now you go to edit and crop, but a fast way to do it, edit to crop, you can see it's Control R. So I'm going to just do Control R and sharpen and Control S to save. So this way you can go through these panels really quickly. Sharpen, click Sharpen, Auto Sharpen, and click Control S to save. Okay, so we're done with this, and you can see, so I'm going to traverse back on top here. And if I go to sheet music, and if money talks, and the panels, and all these panels are edited and ready to go. That's how easy it is. Let's make another one. Let's make another one that's more, I don't know, challenging. Okay. How about one with the intro? Abraham Lincoln Jones. Wait. So so Abraham Lincoln Jones, get the PDF. Well, actually no, I'm going to close all tabs. Well, you get the idea. So that's quickly, that's how you get them done in like 5 minutes a pop. Once you get a thing going, you get the keyboard layout, and you get your file sorted out, and basically you can just, you know, go through all of these pretty quickly. Pump them out like 5 minutes a piece. Alright, hope that helps. I know this video is really long and disorienting, but I want to make sure that I record the instruction before I forget all of this. And there might be some other things I need to remember, but I will try to address it in other videos. And let me know if you have any questions. Okay.